Well, the Sting thing was another. He started in Mid South. I saw him from. He'd gone to Tennessee. He and Hellwig, very very briefly. Then they came to work for Bill in Mid South, and so I've known him forever. So I had a great rapport with him. I had an emotional investment in that character. So when he was in WCW, he was our guy. He was one of the survivors that made it after the buyout. After Crockett bought out UWF, Sting was one of the guys that actually survived. So I kind of felt a kinship to him, and I liked him a great deal personally. I think the guy that probably brought out the most organic, guttural passion for me was Stone Cold. And I would say that later on, guys like The Rock, because I signed him and he was my boy from day one as a rookie and no territory background, and he helped us mold him into something extraordinary. But then there were other guys. Shawn Michaels coming back after being gone 4 years was amazing to me, and I got so into his matches. And I was being phased out toward his run there with Undertaker, but I got to call WrestleMania 25 in that one match, and I'm thankful for that. So there are different guys at different times in my life and my career, and their life and their careers that brought out a little more juice in me. But over the long haul, Austin from almost start to finish was special. But he wasn't the only one. Like you as aptly pointed out, Sting was my Stone Cold before Stone Cold became that guy. And but that they were. But before Sting, there was Dr. Death. He was he was like my little brother. Not so little, but he was like a brother to me. And it was a great honor but also a great heartbreak to give the eulogy at his funeral. I've been able to give the eulogy at Jack Briscoe's funeral and Steve Dr. Death Williams' funeral, and I'm not trying to make a career out of doing eulogies, but it's just nice enough that the family's thinking up about the relationships I had with the deceased that they asked me to say a few words. And so, but Doc was very, very special. Doc should have had a long run in Jim Crockett Promotions. Doc should have been NWA champion, at least for a run, because he damn sure would have been believable. But he just didn't feel that was going to be a steady foundation to build his career on, and so he decided to go to the Japanese route, and that worked out for him just fine. So, but you get emotionally attached. How can you listen to the Undertaker, Mick Foley, the Mankind Hell in a Cell match and say I wasn't emotionally involved in that one because of Mick Foley? I thought he died. I thought we killed him right there. I thought we, meaning the company, or booking that match and putting the pressure on this big main event that he had paid the ultimate price to have a great match. So everything everybody hears on that soundbite there was nothing rehearsed, because Lawler and I didn't even know what they were going to do that night. And I was talking to Jerry the other day, and I said, Jerry, do you remember us sitting down and going over, finishes and stuff like that? And he said, no, we didn't want to know. We just wanted to get surprised. And then the other day I was talking, this is a few days ago, I was talking to Bob Caudle, who hasn't been feeling well, and I said, Bob, let me ask you a question. And I said, when you and I were working together, did you remember that we were really dependent upon knowing what the finishes were? He says, well, I know. We hardly ever knew. So I think sometimes announcers in today's world, I don't know this for WWE, I don't know for any promotion, I might be dead wrong. The less you know about what's supposed to happen, the better off you are. And let your natural instincts and your That way you don't have to become a professional actor. You are actually a broadcaster, and you broadcast what you see, and you communicate it in a organic, natural fashion. And I think that's why at one point in time my work was accepted well, because the product fit my style. It was physical, it was snug, it was athletic, and my first wrestling boss, Bill Watts, wanted me to call everything as if it were a shoot. And that's why I kind of miss the fact that I never got a chance to do any significant work in MMA or UFC, because I think my style would fit MMA or UFC to a T. But, you know, I think that ship has sailed, and I'm not, as Lawler would say, one can't grieve forever. So I watch it as a fan, and unfortunately, it's a blessing or a curse, and I think it's a curse. I broadcast every show I watch, whether it's Lucha Underground or TNA or Ring of Honor or what the hell. I can't stop it. I can't turn it off. I don't talk out loud, but I'm thinking what I would say, what I would do, instead of just enjoying it. So that's why I enjoy shows like Ray Donovan or True Detectives or Ballers, because I don't know what's going to happen. I can actually be a fan and not a participant.